Hey y'all, Justin with Kayak Catfish. Well, it is finally daylight enough for me to flip the camera on and hopefully get some video content, but I am on a South Florida road trip and I'm currently sitting on Lake Ida down here. It's one of the canal lakes and I'm hoping to get some variety of species today. Peacock bass, maybe some clownfish, maybe some of them cool looking copper-nosed bluegill. Doesn't matter to me. I just want to get a tug on the line from one of these fish species that I don't have back at home. So we're right here at first light. The sun is coming up over in that direction and I've been throwing a top water here and I'm about to get back to it. I'm going to start with the top water until the sun gets fully up, and then I'm going to switch over to a jig and just kind of work the shoreline here. Work on down, hit these docks, hit the little canal wall there, places like that. Anything that might hold a fish, I'm gonna try to put my bait on today. So come with me, let's see what all we can get. I'm gonna get back to throwing the top water here. This is a Berkeley Chapo. It's like a whopper plopper. I'm trying to conjure one up right here at first light. I got out here on the water right before sunrise and have kind of been making my way up. Yesterday afternoon, I got into town, I guess it was about 3:30, somewhere between 3:30 and 4. And I fished the last couple hours there before dark and got a couple small peacocks, got some really nice copper-nosed bluegill, I mean big ones. But I was fishing down here on the lower section of Lake Ida near the boat ramp because I didn't have a lot of time there before the sun went down. But my plan coming out here this morning, since I'm gonna have a little bit more time today, is to make my way up to the upper section of the lake where we've got a lot more docks and a lot more fishy looking places, I guess you can say. So anyway, I'm gonna make my way on up here. Hopefully these fish are gonna cooperate today. Today will be maybe my last trip here on Lake Ida. I'm going down to the Keys this afternoon to meet up with Elias from Elias V Fishing. We're going to be able to check into the place we're staying at 4 o'clock. So my plan here is to fish till around noon today on Lake Ida and then finish my drive on south, which is, I think it's about 3 hours. Three more hours I got to go to get down there. So these fish are on a deadline, by gosh. They better know about it too. There's a fish. What is it here? He's small, whatever he is. He's fish number 1. Oh man, I didn't come down here to Florida to catch no largemouth. Fish number 1. Largemouth bass. Not what I came to Florida for. They call those a South Florida bycatch down here. Y'all, I have switched over to a crappie magnet. It's a white and chartreuse on a 1/8 ounce crappie magnet jig head. I've thrown the top water for about an hour. Nothing. Just not a sniff at it. Really haven't seen any top water action. The surface temps down here right now, 76 degrees. And for these exotic fish, I don't really know. Somebody told me once upon a time, and I can't remember what's too cold for them. But anyway, I wanted to try the top water first thing right there at sunrise and just didn't get any action. So I'm gonna switch over to this jig for a little while. Here's something going on right over here in front of us. That bird, you see that bird get all excited there? Something was chasing some minnows or something. Let me just throw over. Oh, I thought I had something too. That right there's about the first action that I've seen. Let me make another cast over there. I kind of want to bust out the top water again since I saw that. Jig hit something twice there. I don't know if that was a fish, or maybe I just got caught in some grass. I'm only 4 feet deep here. That may have been grass. Either way, it's nice to see some fish activity. Oh, that is a fish right there. That is a fish. Let's see what he is. Oh, hello, little peacock. Hello. Hello there, good buddy. Calm it down now. You're gonna be the first fish I was trying to catch on camera. How's that feel? You small. You got any big friends over there? Let's back up a little bit here, y'all. Let's throw a top water in there one time, see what happens. Oh, there's some over there. I got hit a couple times. Got that little one there. We saw them minnows getting chased. Let's see if they'll come up and eat this thing. Oh, get away from that bird. Did you see that bird? He's trying to steal him a whopper plopper, man. That bird wanted him a daggone piece of Kayak catfish memorabilia. I guess he thought, since I ain't catching nothing on this whopper plopper, I just let him have it. But he's lost his daggone mind. Oh, bird? Who do you think you are? I mean, these birds down here in Florida's out of control, man. Maybe I should have let him have it. I can't catch nothing on this thing anyway. Let's go back to the jig. Threw this whopper plopper here for an hour. Can't buy a fish. I had busted out the jig for a few minutes. And look here, I already caught two fish. And I caught my fishing pole with that jig. You can't hide talent, folks. Good Lord. Oh, he thumped me. He thumped me. What is that? Is that another one of them old large jaw? I think it might be. I think that's another one of them old South Florida bycatches. Where's your peacock cousins at there, large jaw? He ain't telling me. He said he ain't giving them up. He don't even want to give up that jig. There it is, folks, little large jaw. Who would have thunk it? I'd have more largemouth than anything else right now. It's a bite though. He gave me a little tug on the line. Got me excited for a second until I saw what he was. I'm gonna keep plugging my way along though. There's a lot of docks on this section of the lake, and I'm just going to work the shoreline all the way around this morning. There's one. Oh, that's a pulling, man. That one's a digging. I got hit a couple times over there. This one finally hooked up. Oh man, that's another one of those big old slab copper-nosed bluegill. Goodness gracious, I want you to look at this thing. Oh man. Oh, easy, easy, easy. Get him there in the light, buddy. I mean, he's as tall as he is wide. Goodness. Bluegill, you like some of them people at the Walmart walking around back home. Let's get him out of here. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. So yesterday evening, y'all, same situation. I'm throwing that crappie magnet, get some taps, boom. It's one of them big copper-nosed bluegill. Them birds up there, buddy, they ain't happy about me being here. They said that's their bluegill spot, they don't want me on it. Tough break for them, I'm gonna fish it. Anyway, yesterday, found a dock, had some copper-nosed bluegill. Was throwing a crappie magnet, got one, switched over to the gulp on a smaller jig head and just wore them out. So I'm about to throw them over here under this dock. Now this dock's got a little depth to it. I'm sitting here 10 feet where I'm at, so it's got a little bit more depth than some of the others I've been throwing at. So anyway, enough of this. Let's throw a gulp under there, see what we can get. Oh, thumped it. Thumped it. He's over there. Don't break me off, fish. Come out this way. What is this? Is that a peacock? I believe I just got a peacock on the gulp. I didn't think he hit that like a bluegill. No? That is not a peacock. No! Well, he just broke me off, whatever he is. Folks, I don't know what kind of fish that is. Yesterday I caught one of them Mayan cichlids, but I think they're more of like an orangish color. This one's got some green and some black spots. I don't know. Another one of them exotic fish, but he's pooped all over me. He didn't want me forgetting him, by gosh. Give me a little something to remember him by. I'll tell you, man, between these birds that squawk at you and the fish that doo-doo all over you, not very hospitable down here, but a good time. That fish right there, have no idea what it was, but he pulled like a Dickens. Let me see if I can catch some of his friends. Fish. Oh man, he nailed it. He nailed it. Let's see what this one is. Got him right over there by that pipe. Oh my gosh, that's another big old bluegill. Oh my gosh. It's another one on the crappie magnet. Oh, and he's gone before I could even get a picture of him, man. He's bluegill, man. He's got me all. Got water all over my glasses, my face. That was a good time. I made a stick with the crappie magnet, y'all. I got that bluegill over there by that dock behind me and switched over to the gulp and didn't get any more. Got that exotic fish, whatever it was, but then I just threw the crappie magnet here and got that big bluegill. So I may just keep throwing the crappie magnet, you know, and just kind of eliminate some water, eliminate maybe some smaller fish. Maybe they're just wanting a little bit larger profile today. I don't know. I'm gonna keep making them my way along though and find out. Oh, that's a fish. I thought I'd come through some grass. What is that? Well, that's a little peacock. Oh, the ones I'm getting are small. Last year I got some really good ones on this same crappie magnet jig setup. This year it's been the little ones thus far. I'm happy to get them though. I think they're cool fish. They kind of remind me back home of like a mix between a smallmouth bass and a white bass with the way they fight. They had a good time, especially when you get on some little bigger ones, which I hope to eventually find out here. Oh, thump me. Oh, that's a better fish right there. I don't know what this is, but he is pulling. This is the biggest one of the morning right here. Well, it's been a while since I've hooked a fish. Seems like the later the mornings went on, but slow. That's a big peacock right there. That's a nice peacock. That's a nice one right there, man. That's what I was hoping to get down here. Come up here. Get in here, peacock. Nice. There it is, y'all. Oh, he's wound up, ain't he? Nice. It took a lot longer than what I had hoped, but by gosh, got me one. Look up under his gills there. Orange and pinkish color. These things are beautiful, man. He's got that big old knob on his head. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Peacock. Get out of here, buddy. There you go. Nice, y'all. That one's fist pump worthy right there. It has took a while this morning. I mean, I got those, you know, smaller peacock there yesterday, smaller this morning, but that's the first good quality one there. And I've been casting. I've made my way all the way around through here, working along the shoreline, and seems like the guides and stuff are working out deeper water, so maybe that's what I should have been doing with some live bait, but kind of wanted to come down here, do what I do with the artificials, the gulp, and the small plastics, the crappie magnets and whatnot, and getting some fish, getting some bites here and there. But that one right there, that made it worthwhile, man. Oh man, that's a fish. I thought I was coming through some weeds. That's a fish, y'all. I cast over there, there's weeds all along that bank, and I could feel that jig coming through them, and I thought I'd come through a patch, and it's a fish. Still don't know exactly what yet. I think it's a peacock. Look at him, man. These peacocks fight hard. And that's not a peacock. This fish fooled me right here. That's actually a pretty nice largemouth right there. Look at that. Doggone largemouth fooled me, man. He fought pretty hard there on that light tackle. I was just bringing it from them weeds. There's some sporadic lily pads here, and come through there, and he nailed it. There was another one that felt like I was in some weeds, and I actually was in weeds that time. The largemouth fooled me. He fooled me twice. First I thought he was some grass, and then I thought he was a peacock. He didn't come up jumping like a largemouth. Oh, that's a fish. That's a good one too, right there. I don't know what he is. Oh, what is that? Isn't that the largemouth? Oh, get up here. Oh, it's another daggone largemouth, man. Ain't a bad one. Largemouth on the crappie magnet. The old thing, get out of here. Wasn't trying to catch you. I'm gonna have to send out a memo or something, let these fish know exactly which species I'm trying to catch. So y'all, I have made my way back down to the lower section of the lake, and I'm coming up on this dock here that I fished yesterday afternoon and got all those big copper-nosed bluegill. And I said, this morning I was going to the upper half of the lake, but when I come back through, I had to hit that dock again. So I got me a gulp minnow ready. I'm gonna throw over here. I hope they're still here. If they are, I'm gonna catch them. There's one. Oh, don't break me off. Okay, good. He coming out from around that pole. I thought for sure he was gonna break me off. We got one. There's still at least one of them here. Bluegill, was you one that I sore lipped last night? He said he didn't bite it last night. He's regretted it ever since. He's been hoping I would come back, and here I am. I'm glad I could make your day, Bluegill. Get out of here. Let me see if I can get some of your friends and family. You know, it's weird. I hit them other two docks up there on the way down, and they're just, 50 yards, 100 yards away from this one. And for whatever reason, they were all over this dock last night. I don't know what it is special about this dock, but this is the one they were calling home, at least for the time being. Oh, nailed it, buddy. He nailed it. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, that's another one right there. Different dock, but what I was hoping to catch. I slid on down to this final dock. I made several casts at the other one. Didn't get any more. That one there ain't quite as big as some of his friends, but he's still a dang good sized bluegill, man. But y'all, I have worked those docks thoroughly and only got 2 of those copper nose. I think it's probably just like a time of day thing. I bet if a person come out here this afternoon it would be turned on just like it was before sunset there yesterday. But unfortunately, I got to get on out of here and start my drive down south. Going to meet Elias this afternoon down there in the Keys, and hopefully be doing some shark fishing this time tomorrow. But Lake Ida, man, it's been worthwhile. I'm glad I come down here a little early to be able to fish this. You know, this year I didn't get very many peacocks. I only got that one good one and a few other smalls, but I got all those copper-nosed bluegill, which, you know, again, I know that probably seems silly to a lot of you why I'm so excited about bluegill, but I love me some bluegill fishing, and we don't have those back home, so it's a great thing. But I don't know, last year was the complete opposite. Last year I got a bunch of peacocks and only like one or two of the copper nose. So anyway, I've had a good time though. I'll take it. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and hopefully there's more coming on this trip. Hopefully I'm gonna get me a big old hammerhead shark. I would love to hook into one of those in a kayak. That may be the dumbest thing and the last thing I ever do, but I'm gonna have a good time if it happens. So anyway, see y'all again soon.